1 million bucks. Good stuff. Good stuff. So that's another milestone fallen right there. More than 1 million bucks in the account. Also finally achieved. Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode on Good Company Freeplay. Back here with me, Spacefish, and with our little analysis lab right here. Now, in the last episode, we just kind of did a bit of tinkering as far as I remember, optimizing away at a few things, analyzing, researching away. Nothing really all too crazy has been going on the last few episodes. As you can see, we've just kind of been very focused on progressing through the market phases. The calculator's still very much at the beginning of the current one. Cassette players, same thing. Pocket computers actually coming up on the 5th market phase now, and the courier bots, you know, still very comfortably sitting within the 3rd market phase. So that'll probably be a while before we actually get bothered with that again. So I think what will then be coming up next for us is going to be this pocket computer topic. And as you can see up here, or as you may already remember, this is actually very tight on space already, very boxed in, and we will probably not be able to cram much else in right here. So we will probably need to work with workbench upgrades then to hopefully still achieve the frequencies necessary for all the things that we do want to do down here with the pocket computers. For research, we're currently working on the microcontroller, which, you know, is kind of nice. I don't know, I've kind of run out of necessary research items, I feel, you know. I'm doing a lot of cool things that we'll probably eventually be able to utilize, but I feel we're kind of miles ahead of everything we're using at the moment. Like, we're out here researching tier 8 stuff while at the same time it feels like all our devices are pretty much still using basic tier 1, tier 2 stuff. Like, I'm not sure I'm still using LED arrays, alright, like, so I think most of my stuff is using matrices, but other than that, I feel we're really far ahead with the research. So, I mean, who knows, right? Maybe with this product here, maybe we will finally be able to utilize some of the things that we have researched. Let me just go through these down here. It doesn't seem like we've got much of anything interesting. But another interesting point is actually that we are now coming up on an account balance of 1 million bucks, which is absolutely mad, because, you know, haven't had that before. I'm pretty sure you all may remember still that we are already nicely above the net worth of 1 million bucks, but actually having 1 million in the account is also pretty crazy. That said, I'm just gonna speed up time here a bit, I feel, because I don't think there's really gonna be too much more happening until the pocket computers actually advance to the next market phase. And at that point, it will probably then be time to develop a new product. Like, other than that, all the other products are nicely balanced out pretty much. So I don't really see much of a reason to go back in there and change things. Even these courier bots we've kind of optimized a bit, and, you know, profits have risen like crazy, and we're above 1 million bucks. Good stuff. Good stuff. So that's another milestone fallen right there. More than 1 million bucks in the account. Also finally achieved. Pretty happy with how things are going at the moment. I mean, look at that. We've got another 33k a weekly profit going for us. That does seem to have become a rather stable figure as well. So, you know, really cool. Really great overall. Really happy. Does look like this is still a bit weird for frequency, but, you know, it's about still there, about still on point, so it should be somewhat good. That said, it will still be another half week till the pocket computer can be advanced, so I'll just spare you guys those few days and I'll be right back with you. Alright, and welcome back. You may notice that we're still in Sunday, but I just actually noticed that I have stopped analyzing away like a madman up here, which I feel I want to do another 9 of these things to get rid of one more stack right there, and then I'll probably move on to research again, because as you can see up here, we've actually got a lot of research points. That said, maybe alternatively, as we already have this much money, you know, I just always feel we've got to reinvest some of that money to kind of, you know, proceed nicely. So maybe we could just get another research desk, get one person to work right here, and that way, you know, slowly, gradually, ever so slightly expand on things out here, and, you know, eventually, probably, I'll have another person analyzing way right here, and I've got another analysis desk right there for me. So let's see about that. For the time being, though, I think it's about time now to look at the market overview and to advance the pocket computer by one more phase. Now, as you can see, we're currently selling 18 a week of these, so we'll need quite the discount to keep that going while we develop something new, but that should be fine. So let's kinda see where the base price, weekly demand, discount figures and everything go. 540, 744, 31. That's a mad base price. Holy moly, we can make a lot of money with the new product here. I'm not sure, we made 744 before. So the thing is, right, we could keep this at a 31% discount for more profit without having to do anything new, which is kind of interesting, kind of mad, to be honest. But yeah, we will do that for a start, but we will also at the same time actually go into the blueprint design and actually go and get a new pocket computer going. As you all can see, apparently I already started some development rather on a pair 2 up here. So let's just go and look into that. It seems like we're still working with the simple case, which is kind of the question of, can we keep doing that? Where do we get our cases from? We've got them right here. How many plastic parts do I have in this zone? I've got 2 plastic parts productions. Well, no, it wouldn't work, would it? Or would it? No, it would of course not work. Ooh, I think the casing may be what may be the biggest issue for us right here, because we will need more tables for that no matter what we do. So I don't really quite like that, I'll have to say. That said, let's just check out the stats of the old one. We're at 0.3 for the old one. This one is at 2.1 already, because we have apparently just crammed the programmable circuit in there, which for the programmable circuit we'll need simple circuit electronic parts. Which I don't quite know how I've come to the conclusion that I can actually get a simple circuit made somewhere up here. So really kind of unsure about that. Let's just go into here. We're doing logic circuits at the moment. We would need programmable circuits instead, which is... Oh, I feel we can just not make this work anymore with this small little space that we have up here, to be honest. Like, it feels like it's just a bit too crammed up there. I feel like we should just try and alternatively expand out to a different building. Like, maybe just buying that one here then. Just doing some conveyor belts and getting some intermediary production going up there. Because I kind of feel that's going to be our only option. That way we can get rid of these 2 tables. We could have a way in for the conveyor belt right here. And we could have... Well, or we could have... Yeah, I mean, It's still kind of tight for space. Maybe I would be moving some simple case production out to there too. I don't know, something like that. Just to actually make some space for things, because right now I'm not too... Yeah, I think this design, as nice as it was, and as much as I liked it, I feel we just need to kind of expand out to here. Like, just keeping it at this size is not going to be sustainable for us anyways, and I may as well make the move now rather than trying to cram things in there as hard as I can, and then, you know, everything being super messy and annoying in turn. So we could be making wooden cases. Wooden cases, we wouldn't need another table one way or another, but we should probably make wooden cases one way or another, so we can put as many modules in here as we want to. Now this does free up some space for us, and what are we still lacking behind in? Processing power, display fidelity. Okay. And I mean, we've got data transmission, but I feel processing power and display fidelity are probably the more pressing issues, if that makes sense. Now, 7-segment displays don't look too bad for production requirements to me, to be honest. It would leave us with a display fidelity of 2.4, which would be pretty nice. And it would be super good for space, too. I think let's do that. Let's swap it to that. That way we are very nicely covered on that. Already a market appeal of 2.7 and a max price of 1,400. We're at like 760 right now, aren't we? That's a whole lot of the price boost. But it's also, of course, a boost in cost. So always got to see how that's going to pan out. Now, data transmission could get a simple AM radio link in there. It is quite complicated, though, I feel, with a multi-layer PCB. And there's no... I mean, there is going to be a way of fitting this in. The question is just, is it going to be worth it? Because I kind of feel... Oh, no, it's going to be giving us so much data transmission. It's more of an overfill than anything. So maybe we could just upgrade the data storage instead. Going for the register array here. That would be a nice one, I feel like. We've got the battery life, which we're currently doing with battery stacks. We could probably up that to double battery stacks. See, something like that. That would even fit in pretty nicely. That gets us to 3.6. So, I mean, this is obviously very much going in the way of making a premium product again. Which I honestly kind of think is fine, because that's going to be just another one of these things where, I mean, for one, we overfulfill things, we get a nice price and everything, and it's probably going to work out for us for, like, I don't know, 5-6 market phases. Again, fingers crossed. So I kind of like the longevity of that kind of stuff. I mean, it keeps us less busy in turn, which, you know, is always a consideration to have in the back of your mind, I suppose, but overall, kind of not too unfavorable of that. Now, we're at 3.6 though. Like, I could cram in some more processing power, I suppose. That would kind of entail, though. I mean, I guess we could keep the simple circuit, no, the logic circuit production on top of things. We can even cram it in there. It doesn't really look too good in that regard, to be honest. Not really too positive we can make that happen here. I mean, you've got a lot of space, just not a lot of space for that kind of stuff. Ugh. Do you guys see any way? I don't really... If I would do that, I would still not be able to cram it in. If I would do that... that could work, potentially. So, say we would... No, I don't think that works, does it? Wait. Did I not just have a different plan a second ago here? I'm slightly confused already. Yeah, I don't quite know what my plan was there, to be honest. Okay, let's maybe just leave it at this. Like, simple circuits won't fit in, nor will logic circuits. I mean, programmable circuits is out of the question here. In that case, I mean, can we maybe just downgrade to a plastic case instead and fit it in a bit better or something? I mean, that's always the question, right? Maybe like the smaller case is just going to be the more advantageous Tetris grid for us. Look at that. With a plastic case, we're able to cram it all in. Very interesting. So yeah, I mean, we're just gonna... Do we want to do a Wait, let me see how much of a gain I get out of this here. Oh, 4.3 market appeal instead of 3.6. Okay, yeah, that is a bit big of a gain to not do that. I mean, the alternative would have been to just stick with a... Well, a simple case, right? But given that we can now cram this thing in here, I think this is a pretty nice choice to make. Okay, so I think that's going to be our new one then. Assembly time is 0.85 days, so we should have a little less in the way of bottlenecks, I hope. That would be great, to say the least. That said, I mean, it's going to be a complicated production. Just given that we've got the double battery stacks, we'll need 4 battery stack assemblies and 2 double battery stack assemblies just to do this thing. This one here, yeah, it's going to be a lot more complicated, and I feel maybe we're even better off just setting up a new production right here, and then once the whole thing is set up, just scrapping all this, moving the employees over, hiring a few more on top, and then eventually just reusing this space to advance our calculator and our cassette player production. I think that's the way that we're probably going to go here. It seems like by far the simplest solution for our purposes. That said, let's just head on to the whole, you know, making things look good part of things. Is this my current design? Am I currently using caramel, yeah? Let me just double check. Yeah, so that's gonna be my current design. Now, we could go for a different kind of case. Could also just go for a different kind of color. I think given that we don't have any data transmission in there yet, and I feel data transmission is going to be sort of like our first big milestone in this development, if that makes sense, I feel let's just do cool stone. I think that color looks kind of cool, so I like that. Let's just go for that for the time being. Finish the design like that. And then we'll have to get things going, and it's going to be absolutely mad, and it's going to cost us a lot of money, and that's going to bring us right back down below 1 million in cash. But I feel it's fine, because honestly, who needs all that cash? We can't really do anything with it. We don't really get any money out of it, so I'd rather just reinvest it and get some more money out of that. Now, this should have a delivery area, right? It does, perfect. Only 110 grand, so that's really not too much money. Saying that, I mean, it is a lot of money, but not too much in relation to how much we currently have in the account. So, you know, kind of happy with that for the time being. That said, I'm going to start out with 1 delivery area right there. I feel like, and well, probably going to put 1 more down there just to actually have something to deliver things out to, but I'm gonna leave a bit of space just in case we'll ever need that conveyor, which, you know, probably we won't, and I hope we won't, but if we will, we will be covered. So that is that. Now, our question being maybe, what kind of design do we want to go for a start? We could adapt some sort of linear design philosophy again, which I kind of like, the linear design philosophy that I was going for there with the other one. I feel I want to do it again, even if it's maybe not the most efficient or something. I kind of like it though. What do I say? Okay, what I'm going to start out with is going to be some chemistry tables here, because we will need a lot of those for the batteries. Now, I'm going to, of course, leave some space again in here, because we will, as before, put some small shelving racks in between for quick access for our employees. And these things down here will all be battery stacks. And then these things over here will all be double battery stacks in turn. So, perfect. Oh, God. I need to turn that camera snap off. There we go. Alright, so that is going to be everything that we need in terms of batteries. Now, it's already complaining about zones. Well, yeah, I mean, logistics and everything is going to be something we take care of afterwards. Extend zone is a new button, isn't it? Oh, that's actually cool. I'm pretty sure extend zone is a new button, so very nice. I think that helps a bit with the straightforwardness of the system, so thanks a lot for that, dear devs. But with that said, let's head on. Let's see if we can't make some more of this stuff that we need. So, let's look at the design. We've got the 7-segment display. We've got the simple circuits. We've got the programmable circuits. Oh. Okay, so we'll need a big kind of station in which we make a whole lot of simple circuits. So like 4 tables for simple circuits, 2 tables for programmable circuits. All this stuff needs a lot of circuit boards as well. So like 1, 4, 7. So we will need another 2 chemistry tables just for the circuit boards alone. We'll need a lot of integrated circuits, which I'm not sure if those have any input parts. So let's double check that. Modules and components. Where are those at here? Okay, those need plastic parts, which we will need, and something else as well, I think. Yeah, so register arrays will need plastic parts too. Okay, so how do I ideally do this? I think I'm going to start at the very back here and work my way up front. So final assembly will probably be somewhere down here, and then we've got like all part assemblies out here. So we'll need electronics workbenches. Now, question being, okay, programmable circuits, 0.6 days. So are the advanced crafting thingies even doing something for me at the moment? Oh yeah, I can do a lot of integrated circuits out there. That's about it. Interesting. I don't even need all these advanced workbenches yet. Like, I mean, there's interesting things that these can do, like DC motors, stepper motors and everything, of course. But, well, honestly, I won't have those before we reach the next milestone up here on the market overview. And with each of these things just giving me 10 points, it's going to be a while before we get there. So that's actually, I don't know, it's interesting. I feel like I've got a lot of things ahead of time here. I don't quite know how I'm doing it, but okay. Anyways, moving on. So, electronics workbenches. I'm going to get 6 of those set up in this linear design again that I used to do. Now out here you can already see kind of the flaws of this linear design idea, because now, I mean, I've got space, you know, I can cram a few tables in here, but it's obviously not an optimal usage of space at all. I just kind of do it because I like the way that it looks mostly, so, well, you know, gotta set some priorities, I suppose. That said, wait, did I actually put a simple circuit in the blueprint, not a logic circuit? Interesting choice, by the way. Yep. I mean, it does make sense, given that we've got the programmable circuit down here, but how I came to choose that over the logic circuit, I'm not actually quite sure, because the logic circuit would have obviously given me more points, but it's the more optimal choice, because the logic circuit would not be reusable. That said, would it need to be reusable? I'm kind of thinking maybe that's actually a mistake. Let me duplicate this just for a second. Maybe this is never going to be an actual production model. So I mean, with this I've got 4.3, right? What do I need for a logic circuit? Where is circuits? Here. I'll need circuit boards, electronic parts, and plastic parts. I've got plastic parts, I'm making those. I feel this may be a mistake, because I can just as well do 2 tables for simple circuits, 2 tables for logic circuits, and 2 tables for programmable circuits, and this uses the same kind of space, right? So I'm going to make more money, I'm going to get more market appeal, maybe not more market appeal, but I'm definitely going to make more money, and a little bit more market appeal. Yeah, okay, I mean the pair 2 is never going to actually make the production then. So you've already got the pair 3 out here, and it's going to feature a logic circuit on top of the programmable circuit. Makes a lot more sense. Okay, so that's going to be that, and we're actually going to be working with that. So what we will do is I'll start out here with the logic circuit production. I'll do the simple circuits right here, and then we will have the programmable circuits right there, and then we'll of course need some shelves again. We'll put all the way over there. Okay, cool. So that's going to be that setup. I think that makes a bit more sense in terms of design philosophy right there for the actual blueprint. Then, what else do we have now in our pair 3? We've got the logic circuit covered, we've got the programmable circuit covered, somewhat actually. I still need the inputs, I still need another 2 tables for circuit boards. So maybe time to take care of these, because, wait, no, wrong here. because I still have the 7-segment display, and the 7-segment display needs the integrated circuits and the circuit boards. This thing also needs its integrated circuits and plastic parts, so I feel maybe we now attach some actual chemistry tables in between, and then those delivered to both circuit production and 7-segment display production. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. So, question being, I feel like I want to leave a little gap out here that people can walk through if necessary. If I will actually, I could cram those tables in up there as well, or at least like some plastic part production. Okay, I mean that is maybe potentially. So I feel I'm gonna do that. So gonna work away at it like that then. We're going to have plastic parts made right there and plastic parts made right there. Not quite sure if I'm overproducing there, to be honest. I'll have to cross-check that later. But that's just kind of the idea before I forget it. And then we'll have the chemistry tables. Chemistry tables being sat right there, doing our circuit boards. Perfect. And then we'll sort of just continue out here. So, I mean, we'll have 7-segment displays, and we've got what's the last thing that I need? Oh yeah, the data bank thingies. That'll be made like somewhere right here, and then I'll pretty much place down some assembly lines right there. And that'll be a whole building filled with stuff. Absolutely mad. And then, as I said, we'll be tearing this stuff down, moving employees over, hiring a few more on top, and then we'll hopefully get our new and way more advanced pocket PC production going, and I hope we'll make a lot more money after that. So, with that said, I'm going to end off the episode right here then. I do hope that you all enjoyed it. Hope you all like this linear design I'm going for. I know it's not really that space efficient most likely, and I'm kind of, you know, probably not doing the most optimal thing there, but I do like it for looks, so let me know what you all think about that down below in the comments. And if you enjoyed this episode also, make sure to hit that like button right down below. That does always very much help out the channel. Other than that, if you haven't hit that subscribe button just yet, definitely make sure to not forget about that one, and don't forget about the bell icon right next to it either to stay up to date on any future upcoming episodes. And as always, thank you all very much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.